Hello, everybody. Wow, it's boiling in here.
It's
Well, go on then, Tim. Take it away.
Emily, sometimes say, don't they, that it's harder to play against 10 than 11.
Yeah,
And the girls had to be patient,
Yeah.
but and professional, and they got the job done.
yeah. I think you summed it up. It is. It's all right. No, it's exactly as you described. I think it's a challenge playing against 10, but they did everything I asked of them.
And your 3 captains all did well in their own
Yeah.
way. It's interesting, the different characters, actually.
Yeah, definitely. From Neve to Soph to Erin, they've always done a good job of taking it in turns at the club. So it's something for us that we're comfortable passing amongst ourselves. Yeah.
Jane, then Kit.
I think you had Chelsea had 13 corners.
Yeah, felt like that.
One goal from those corners.
Yeah.
I just wondered if you thought that was a good enough hit rate.
I think we had one off the line in the second half. I think maybe, was it Soph? Mm-hmm. When you have that many, it's sort of, yeah. I mean, they're because they're in a 5-back, they congest the central zones, spaces in the back stick, but then I thought Kat's delivery was decent. We hit the right areas, but it's not always about the first contacts, it's about sort of maybe keeping it alive for the second phases, and of course everybody always wants more, but I thought Aston Villa did a really good job, and the young goalkeeper did a good job tonight to defend that area.
Emma, what makes Erin Cup, I know she's hard to play tonight, but what makes Erin Cup a good captain in your eyes?
Well, she wears, she leads by example, wears her heart on her sleeve, and someone who I think is wanting to, grow into the job and take the responsibilities. I think she's learning what it's like, that it's not just showing up, training, planning games. She's a good learner, Erin, and I think that's probably one of the reasons why it stands out for me.
Kit.
Yeah.
Was it nice to be back at Kingsmeadow? I just realised it's been a long time since you've played there.
Yeah, nice. I always enjoy being here. Definitely felt like we hadn't been here for a while, so it was nice to come back.
And can we just check on Lauren Jane? Obviously getting the home play that you started on Sunday that wasn't involved at all. What's the situation with her?
She was unavailable, as was Kankovic. Kankovic was sick this morning, and Lauren is injured.
Any more specific diagnosis than injured?
No, she's injured.
And looking ahead now to semi-finals, it's a very tight turnaround. Can you give us just an idea of what's going to go into almost an operation over the next day or two to get you in a position to play that semi-final in such a short space of time?
Same as it is every week. Day off tomorrow, in Friday, train, get on a plane, fly to Barca, get up, play a game Saturday.
Does anything change in preparation with it being
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Exactly the same. Do it regardless of the opponent.
Thanks.
Is there a little bit of frustration in having to play 12:30 on a Saturday? I haven't played tonight. Is it strange sort of?
No, I said yesterday, I think it's more about the league putting a game here tonight. It's, for me, we could have, as a league, done better with that. It's not the Champions League time at the weekend, that's for TV.
And was that reflected in your starting 11, given that despite James and Kangaroo?
Forgive me for saying this, none of you play football at the highest level and play domestic and international football when you've played in international breaks. You imagine wherever you've come from, you've got to come back and play. Let's say you land on a Wednesday or a Thursday, you just played 2 games, you've then got to play Sunday, Wednesday, Sunday. off after travel. Most players will tell you the hardest time to play games accumulations are directly after international break. So I thought the group that started tonight were the freshest yesterday in training. Yeah.
Charlotte?
I don't mean to throw Lydia under the bus here at all, but Lydia told us that Lauren had a foot injury and she was stamped on. Is that correct?
Yeah. I've already stated that she's an injury. I'm not here to discuss the situation for Lauren.
So is it a foot injury?
I just said I'm not commenting on it.
Okay, and is there any timescale on the injury?
I'm not commenting on anything. I haven't seen her. She hasn't been with the team today. She came in, she wasn't training yesterday. I won't see her tomorrow. I don't know what state she'll be in on Friday, but I will get a call usually from my medical team, the following day to give me an update on anybody who hasn't been available for selection.
Super, thank you.
Thanks. Yeah?
Micah Hamano, she had a good first 90 minutes with a goal in the WSL.
Yeah.
But do you think that she gave you what you expected from her today, in both the attacking and also defending or pressing from the front?
Yeah, I think she put in a super performance. For someone who hasn't played a lot of football, she showed an unbelievable amount of energy and work rate. But she showed her qualities. I've said it before, she's going to be a really big player for Chelsea's future. But she also can do it in Chelsea's present. The squad are so happy for her. She's a lovely individual.
Emily?
You mentioned after City, back at the start of the season, went down to 10, how you then had to change how you played the game. Obviously, Villa went down to 10 quite early on. Did that change how you initially then wanted to approach the rest of the game?
No, but different spaces open up, so then you have to the spaces were in the half spaces on the switches, so Fran on one side, but on the other side we didn't have a player filling that because Sioka was higher, so just made an adjustment on them parts, and that's purely because there's one extra player for them. So you have to determine where the overload then becomes, because the five at the back doesn't change. So once we did that, we could adapt to that. It's more about when you've got so much time on the ball, you have to be more patient. Second half, I didn't think we were patient enough. I think we just wanted to go a goal. We were direct. Whereas in the first half, I actually thought we were a little more patient. So the challenge is when you play against 10, you think we've got to be in a hurry to try and do something, and sometimes just the extra pass or not play the first pass. It's sort of always the things I learn when I play against a team with a player less.
I think it's really interesting, and also Katerina Correa with her first start. Obviously, you said back around Christmas time that it was a game of patience really to get her back and playing. How happy do you feel that she's now able to start and is really progressing in the time to play?
Yeah, no, really happy. I'm really pleased with her tonight. I think we've been patient for good reason, and you can see she's ready from the performance tonight, so we just got to build on it. And I think this is the first week she's had she's got away with national team. Her game minutes have certainly gone up this week, so we still have to remain cautious about it, but keep progressing.
Does your homework in Barcelona start now? Does your homework in Barcelona start now?
No, we work many more days in advance when on an opponent. We would never work on it now. We've got tired brains. We have to have done that work prior to this.
Finish for Jane.
Yes. And are you looking forward to Saturday's game?
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah. I look forward to every game. No different for me. The opponent, of course, everybody wants to be in the Champions League semi-final. Everybody is looking forward to it, but I'm sure you can appreciate we don't get much time to think too hard about it. We have to think about tonight. We have to try and win a league first, so our brains can now switch to Champions League. So rest first, then we think about Friday, what we need to deliver in training, and then go and play the first half. That's all it is, the first half.
Lovely. Thanks very much.
Cheers.
Good luck with it.
Cheers.
Good luck.
What a drink.
I know.
I've got a nice team about it.
That's all right.
You sure? Yes.
Thank you.
No worries.
Thank you, dear.